What the heck is this? Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another breakfast show with myself. We have a government shutdown in the United States. I know some of you have no idea what that means, including myself. Yesterday, I did not really know what exactly is shutting down, so I'm going to show you what is shutting down. Now, like I said, for the past 2 days, historically, the stock market's reaction has been neutral, sometimes green, sometimes red. For now, it seems like we are red a little bit. That said, yesterday, for some reason, all of the fintech names went down. There were some reasons with regards to Upstart, SoFi, and the others because of an analyst comment on some data when it comes to credit and delinquencies. We've talked about that in yesterday's SoFi video. Okay, fine. We also have some SoFi specific news because Derek White, CEO of Galileo, has been removed from the leadership page on SoFi's website. Is there a change coming? Maybe, probably, because otherwise, why would you remove such a person? And yeah, the sound, I know. Then we do have, maybe I will talk a little bit about Nike and on the favorite new little name, Resolve AI, also reported earnings before the market opens. So first up, the volume has been fixed. For some reason, every time I go live, the volume automatically goes down a little bit, but it is fixed. So what shuts down in a shutdown? This is basically it. What shuts down in a shutdown? National parks, monuments, and museums partially closed. Okay. Federal courts remain open. TSA air traffic control, passport offices remain open. Mail services, FHA mortgage programs remain open. Medical research partially closed. Stupid, but okay. Then, mostly closed. Small business loans, mostly closed. Economic data collection and reports, mostly closed. It's not like these economic data projections have been spot on. So whether they're open or closed, I highly doubt that would make a big difference. But okay. Visitor centers at parks and monuments closed. But national parks, monuments, and museums partially closed. Huh? I don't know. This is, to me, this is just very stupid. Very stupid. But it is what it is. It is what it is. So this is basically the overview from Bloomberg, what shuts down um, and what remains open or partially closed. It's not partially open, it's partially closed. It's like not glass half full, it's a glass half empty. But yeah, for those that were wondering, this is basically it. This is basically it. Also, of course, good morning to the chat. Good morning, good afternoon, good whatever, good evening maybe as well. Um, we have some things to talk about. So let me actually show you maybe the pre-market action for now. Pre-market action looks like this. Not the best, right? Not the best. Some red across the board. We've got some Netflix controversy going on, so that's down 2.4%. Micron is down also a little bit, 1.5%. We've had some news between, I think, OpenAI and SK Hynix, if I remember correctly. Let me maybe try and pull that up real quick. So we have here Samsung and SK Hynix signed an agreement to supply chips and gear for OpenAI Stargate. So basically, the two other major players in the HBM memory market are included here and not Micron. Quite strange because Micron is the American player here. So OpenAI not going with the American player, it's quite strange. Quite strange. But this is the reason why Micron is down right now, pre-market. Then, if we look at the list of players, the list of companies that we follow, most of them are red. We've got ASTS that is green. I believe they did announce a completion of Bluebird 3, I think. BMNR is up because Ethereum is up. Zeta is up as well, almost 4%. Novo is up 0.3%, and SoFi is up 0.3% as well. And so we've got the most red here is Reddit, down 11%. I don't know, maybe we'll find a note or something that happened. That's down now 10% or so. All the rest down close to 8% right now, pre-market. And so let's have a quick look at some analyst commentary. As always, we've got some things to cover. We've got some things to cover here because analysts always come out with some interesting, maybe less interesting information for us. So we'll do a quick round table. Round table? I think so. By the way, Resolve AI is up 21.5% right now. Resolve AI investor relations. Let's see what they reported. In the meantime, let me show you here a couple of things. Okay, so the reason why Reddit is down is this. See, we were breaking the news as it comes. So Reddit shares are sliding this morning after some chatter that the number of Reddit sources being cited by ChatGPT has dropped off noticeably since September 11. So that's a reason. Of course, I assume that this also means there's going to be less traffic that goes to there. Speaker Mike Johnson on the shutdown hoping for a breakthrough today. So might be a short-lived shutdown. Might be. Then, where is the Resolve AI one? So I guess there was, okay, this was 4 minutes ago, so I have to go down a little bit more. So more on the Upstart problem, let's say. So it still remains a near and subprime lender, which makes the comparison to prime lenders challenging and tougher to extrapolate, which is what we've discussed yesterday in SoFi's video. SoFi is just a better company, in my opinion. Then, where is this Resolve? Here. So Resolve posted the first half revenue of $6.3 million, up 426% year over year, and above $5.1 million estimated number. Gross margin hit 95.8% versus 60 to 70% expected. Adjusted EBITDA came in at a loss, $17.7 million, but that's better than the loss of $18.7 million. And guidance was raised to $150 million ARR exit rate 2025 and $500 million for 2026. So rapid growth is expected in 2026. ARR is already over $90 million year to date, with $230 million cash on hand after $250 million in Q3 financings. So that's Resolve AI. Honestly, I still don't exactly know what this company is all about. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know. I just know about this company because I see it sometimes in the comment section and I see it sometimes in the chat. But otherwise, I don't know. I don't know much about them. It's a question. This is a question that I also can you trade options in pre-market? Me personally, I cannot. So maybe you cannot trade options in pre-market. I don't know. If someone can answer this question, I'll pull up the answer when it pops up. Piper Sandler reiterates overrate rating on Celsius and a price target of $69. Very nice. Very nice. Celsius has been doing very well actually this year. Very well, of course, acquisition of Alani Nu, more backing from Pepsi. So solid momentum from Celsius. IBM and AMD struck a multi-year deal with open source AI firm Zifra to build AI training infrastructure. IBM Cloud will host a large cluster of AMD Instinct MI300X GPUs. Why not MI350s? I don't know. Marking the first full-stack AMD training platform scaled on IBM Cloud. Okay. Good for AMD, I guess. No, meaning no, you cannot buy options pre-market. Okay, nope. Got it. Okay, no, makes sense. Which is also why I also always have a small delay in the options on my platform. For those that have just joined, this is what shuts down in a shutdown. some strange things shut down. Some strange things are partially closed or partially open. But yeah, this is it. I'm pretty sure a lot of this you can replace by AI and robots in the future that will work 24/7, 365 days a year and be quite efficient as well. And that's just not for the United States. That's everywhere. Bureaucracy everywhere is very, very slow. Very slow, very frustrating for no apparent reason. But yeah, lots of negative comments on Resolve AI actually right now in the chat. Fiserv, yeah, I've seen Fiserv a little bit. It is definitely very cheap. Right now. But there were some reasons why the stock went down. I'll probably have a look at it a little bit closer in maybe another video or another live stream or so. Tesla Q3 delivery estimates are 450,000 for William Blair here versus the street's 443,000, citing a US demand pull forward from the expiring $7,500 tax credit. We know that. I think it gets released tomorrow, no? The Q3 delivery and production numbers? I think so. If we do have some job data, macro data, do let me know as well in the chat. I'm currently only looking here at some analyst comments. So United Health will stop offering Medicare Advantage plans in 16 US counties in 2026, impacting 180,000 members. We've got another Marvel. Didn't we cover this yesterday? Or maybe it was another firm. Marvel here gets a price target update maybe from 80 to 95 dollars. Highlights optical growth, custom silicon pipeline, and AI networking scale up for Marvel. Here it is. You have September ADP non-farm employment change, 32,000 versus a forecasted 52,000, and if prior one was 54,000. Let's actually have a look if something changed with the market, pre-market that is. The 10-year yield is still at 4.1%, so that literally doesn't move for the last couple of days. Dow is down 0.3%, S&P 0.4%, and Nasdaq 0.5%. So remains unchanged for now. I saw here a World Cup comment. Where is it? Here. Do you think the FIFA World Cup and the Olympics could be a major tailwind for Nike in the upcoming years? I mean, it's not just Nike, right? It's Adidas, it's all the other big brands, because Nike doesn't sponsor every football team. I actually think Adidas has nicer kits lately than Nike. But could it be a major tailwind for Nike? I mean, it's not like we don't have World Cups and Olympics every other 4 years in any other period. Yes, this time it's going to be in the United States. Is that a major reason? I don't know. But anyways, it's a turnaround story. It's still going to take some time. Big sporting events. I think just right now we had an athletics event, right? So it's not like this will be the changing factor. SoFi Stadium will get a lot of attention though in the World Cup and the Olympics. Not sure what's in more wrestling in my portfolio or Chelsea FC. I know it's crazy. It's as if they get an incentive by getting a red card. Like 3 games in a row, we finish the game with 10 players. But okay, it's quite something. Yeah, if they can make like the very old one, 20 years ago, no, Nike and I think PepsiCo. Is it PepsiCo? I think so. Well, those were some insane ads. Puma is up and coming. Yeah, Puma has been up and coming for sure when it comes to nice kits and jerseys, for sure. But yeah, ASML, some more positive momentum here. We've seen one yesterday also to, I think, from 700 euros to 900 euros. Now we've got one from 750 to 940 euros upgrade here from UBS. The analyst sees AI-led memory growth and high NA demand driving further upside. Of course, this all happens when the stock already recovered quite a lot. New holdings. So big news for new holdings. New has applied for a US banking license. So here we've got from Rothschild Redburn, reiterated buy rating, price target $18. The analyst sees US banking license as a start of Nubank's global expansion story. Of course, we've known about the global expansion story or will from New Holdings. I think 2 quarters ago, that was the last slide. Stock actually went down because the market did not understand what are they doing. They should just focus more on their core markets and not focus on expanding outside their core markets, although the company made it quite clear that we are still going to focus, I think, 80-90+% of our energy on our core markets. But yes, we do feel like we can expand outside of our core markets. So in this case, they're going to focus probably on the Hispanics, probably Latin Americans that live in the United States. Makes sense. Now, oh, is this going to hurt SoFi? And then, no, SoFi has always had competitors. All the other banks have always had competitors. And so this is just New doing what it should be doing. Again, New is going to be a very, very new player in the United States. Right now, as you can see, it is here at a crucial point. It's at a peak where it was back in November 2024. We'll see if a previous resistance will now serve as a type of support area for the stock. We have some positive news with regards to Duolingo. But before, Liverpool fan here. How do you think the game will go on the weekend? We've been playing like shit, but you barely have any fits. We barely have. First of all, we barely have any players available after 3 red cards. although the goalkeeper can already play, the center back probably not. We don't have any fit center backs either, depending on how fit Fofana, Badiashile are going to be. But I don't trust these 2 players anyways. So yeah, it's probably not going to be an easy game for us at all. Caicedo has been playing like crazy, but apparently he's also playing with a small injury. Palmer is not going to play for the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I just hope we don't get battered. I'll be very happy with the point. I'll be very happy with a point. I would not be surprised if Florian Wirtz starts scoring goals against us. But hopefully we finish the game with 11 players. I'll say that, hopefully. Yeah, well, I did see that some people have seen a level 1 options available already in the SoFi app. Now, I'll say this. I don't really care that much, and I think the majority of SoFi's user base don't care about it either that much, because it's not a brokerage platform. So it's not like it's going to drive an insane amount of revenue. It's a nice thing to have, right? Because if you want to be that one-stop shop, it's a nice thing to have. Just like the crypto products that we'll be launching. It's a nice thing to have, but I'm not expecting a huge change here for SoFi. But yeah, it is good. It is good to see it happen just before the quarter ends, by the way. I'm not a Liverpool fan, no. I am a Chelsea through and through. Pedro Neto is extremely underrated, underappreciated as well. So yeah, Duolingo here. Citizen GMP reiterates market outperform with a price target of $500. The analyst says web-based checkout adoption. This is the difference between paying through Apple and having to pay that fee. Seen as growing near-term driver of margin expansion, testing a feature that has been previously observed by analysts, and it can work out quite well. DraftKings has here 2 different notes. One, price target cut and a downgrade, and the other one, a buy rating and a price target of $54 right now. eToro Mizuho reiterates outperform with the price target cut to $65 from $80. I don't know what they're trading at right now, so we'll have a look in a bit. We have here again Shopify outperform rating price target $185. Definitely not cheap, but you have to look at it from a free cash flow perspective, and it does become cheaper than if you were to look at a PE ratio for Shopify. Dragonfly buy rating price target raised to $9 from $6. That's a 10.6% upside from the price we're at today. UiPath, need a meme rates hold, price target not specified. We've seen UiPath yesterday go up a lot based on their announcement and using all the crucial players crucial players in that announcement. AeroVironment, overrate rating, price target $335. We've talked about these players before. Now let's see if we've got some other news that popped out right now. The Amazon one we've seen, United Health, the DraftKings one. The DraftKings story is interesting because of the rise of Robinhood as a, let's call it what it is, a gambling platform with the sports contracts, right? And so it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting how this thing evolves. Of course, it's not, gambling is not legal, or online gambling is not legal in every state in the United States. And so we'll see how that evolves. Let's see. But it's quite interesting how gambling has become like super popular in the US specifically over the last, I'd say, 2.5 years or so. So this is DraftKings right now, very much oversold at the moment. Very much oversold at the moment. And yes, AST is up on the Bluebird 3, right? News. I think that's it. It's not three more months, by the way. It's probably going to be almost a year. It's because the MI400 is not coming out in January 26. Just like the MI350 did not come out in January 26. It came out mid 25. So I assume the MI400 is going to be about the same thing. Applied Digital, I did sell my Applied Digital, like I said last week, and the earnings report is the same as we said yesterday. So it is earlier than expected. Why is that? I don't know. I guess we'll only have to wait another week or so to find out. But yeah, that's Applied Digital right now. Why did I sell Applied Digital? Because it worked out. I bought it at $9 and something, right? $9.70, I believe we did it on during the live stream. As you can see, we're at $22. It was just a small position for me, a YOLO bet that we did with Jose and Roberto and probably many others here. And I just want to concentrate more on Nebius, CoreWeave, and Iron, just pure and simple. Because I have more CoreWeave than Applied Digital. Applied Digital goes up a lot because the CoreWeave connection and contract. So there's no point to me to own both of them plus the others as well. So just a concentration strategy or allocation for me. It's not that I'm bearish on Applied Digital. If I'm bearish on Applied Digital, I'm bearish on CoreWeave, and I shouldn't own CoreWeave. But I'm not. I'm not. I just want to put more money into the other place. That's it. Yeah, no, that said, PayPal yesterday, that was, I mean, on no news, no negative news. And by the way, the thing that we found yesterday for PayPal, it was ChatGPT, by the way. The interface was ChatGPT. We know about it because, and I'll show you this. So it was this announcement, right? They announced that it is transforming AI-centric shopping queries into seamless buying experiences by adding new capabilities to PayPal Honey. The interface does look like ChatGPT, is what I said, right? I think we all checked our ChatGPT and Gemini and whatnot to see what the heck this is. And then I found that this PayPal's Honey to integrate with ChatGPT and other AIs for shopping assistance. And yet the stock dropped. So let me get this straight. 2 days ago, stock for some strange reason went up, right? Because when the stock goes up, it's always a strange reason. Then it pulled back a little bit because of the ChatGPT Shopify news. Then a day after that, so yesterday, stock dropped 3.7% because they are doing the same thing. because they're integrating into ChatGPT, because they're putting shopping into these chatbots, but Hero not getting the pump from the market. It's crazy. Every time the Google News, right? The Google News, stock went down. Perplexity News, stock went down. Yesterday, stock went down. They just maybe have to say, you know what, we're closing up shop and the stock will just go up. Because every piece of good news from PayPal gets pushed down. It's insane. It's insane. But it is what it is. It wasn't just PayPal. Yesterday, SoFi was down. What does Vantage want from me? I'm not even American, guys. Maybe target other people. SoFi was down yesterday as well. We explained that in the video. And someone freaked out in the comment. Oh, you were asked during the live stream why SoFi was down. You didn't want to answer. I did. I said we went up quite a lot. A pullback is healthy. I did not know about the Upstart news just yet. And so that's what I explained in the video. But okay, SoFi was down. Shift 4 was down yesterday as well. Now at $77.4. Am I going to add just yet? No, I just opened a position. Not going to add every 2% that we move, but it is still very much oversold right now. Sezzle was also down 2.3% yesterday. I believe Chime is also one that got hit 3%. So it seems like yesterday fintech players got hit other than Robinhood. Robinhood was up, although right now it's down 1.1%. But yeah, yesterday was a red day for fintech players. PayPal Honey was such bad publicity. Yeah, I know that there was that 3 days last year or earlier this year where there was that YouTube scandal about the affiliate link of Honey. But since then, I didn't hear anything about it anymore, which again, the affiliates thing, I don't know. I don't know what happened there. I'm pretty sure that they've handled it inside. They've done something. But me as a user, I couldn't care less because I'm not an affiliate. I'm a user. And if you find discounts for me, I'm saving money. So I'm good. Why would I not like this product, right? I've been using Honey for quite a while. I have it as a Chrome extension. If you go to a checkout, I click it. If I get 10% off, why would I be mad? Makes sense. Now, if you can integrate this into your shopping experience in Venmo, in ChatGPT, in Gemini, in Perplexity, it's even better, right? I have a black tie event, blah, blah, blah. I don't have a black tie. This is my size. Please find me one. Puff, boom, buy. Thank you very much. Here's a 10% discount as well. You get a coupon, cash back, all of this integrated. It's not bad, no? Pretty good experience if you ask me. So yeah, yesterday was a weird day. You could say, yeah, it's because the government shut down. Okay, but is this only affecting fintech players? I don't think so. I don't even think it does affect fintech players per se. But yeah, that was the fintech names yesterday. They all went down quite a lot. This is pre-market action for those that are wondering. Nike is up, as you can see. Nike is up from yesterday's report, and so actually let's see if Nike got some price target upgrades or updates this fine morning. But they were scamming workers. They were not scamming workers. They were not a YouTuber. An affiliate is not a worker. Like me, I can have an affiliate link. Yes, I would not have gotten my big piece of the pie that I should have gotten. That's not fair. 100%. Again, after the 3 days of the drama and all the views that they got on YouTube from making those videos, we did never get a follow-up, or it never caught anyone's attention. So that's a bit strange. But I'm pretty sure, knowing Alex Chris, that they're dealing with it, or they've dealt with it. Um, I do not live in the US. No, it would have been very early for me if I if I did live in the US. Um, anyways, Resolve is going to be huge. I have like mixed feelings about Resolve from the chat. It's like either Resolve is going to be huge or Resolve is an absolute scam. So which one is it? Which one is it? Let me pull up Nike real quick, because Nike is up. Let me pull up the numbers from last quarter. There was a surprising result, actually. It's up 4.5%. Do we know Honey? Now we don't know any info about the Honey business. I don't know what type of business it really is, but we don't know much about Honey as a whole. So Nike, real quick review. So revenues were actually up 1% or down 1% on a currency neutral basis, but being up 1% was a surprise. Nike direct revenue was down 5%, Nike digital down 12%, Nike stores down 1%. Wholesale revenue was up 5%. Gross margins declined 320 basis points to 42.2% due to higher discounts, increased product costs, tariffs in this case, and channel mix. What did they say about guidance? So, this first of all, the tariff cost. The estimated annual incremental cost from new tariff has increased from 1 billion to 1.5 billion. So it's a 50% increase. Increased from 1 billion to 1.5 billion. Now projected to be projected to be 120 basis points headwind to fiscal 2026 gross margin. And so for the second quarter, they expect revenue to be down low single digits, including a 1-point benefit from FX. Gross margins are projected to decline approximately 300 to 375 basis points, with 175 basis points attributed to the net headwind from new incremental tariffs. And so if we go and actually look at the quarterly results from each segment of Nike, we can see maybe the trend. Xavi to Manchester United. Why did Amorim get sacked? I don't see Amorim getting sacked this quickly. I don't see that happening. Anyways, we have footwear, we have apparel, equipment. Okay, the others are quite small. So let's just focus on the top three here. So of course, the business has not really been growing. It's actually been declining. We did see only a 1% decline in footwear revenue year over year. In the previous quarters, that was double digits. So of course, right now we are lapping quite easy year over year comparisons, which should be good going forward, especially if you are in a recovery stage. Then let's look at apparel. Apparel here as well, August 24. So 9% year-over-year growth on top of a negative 11% same quarter last year. Here as well, we're now entering easier comps, but apparel, as you can clearly see, is not really a business that has grown at all over the last couple of years. And the last one here, small one, is the equipment. This business has actually grown over the last couple of years at a compound annual growth rate of 11.2%. And last quarter, it did grow 4% year over year, on top of a quarter that it grew 14%. So equipment, a good segment of Nike's business, I would say. Do we see Greater China specifically revenue? Yeah, that's it. Greater China. So the China business was down 9%. So we do see a recovery. It's down 9% year over year. Last quarter was down 21%. Again, the year-over-year comparisons are becoming better and easier for Nike going forward. That said, am I interested in it? I am not. Because you're buying Nike, yes, you're getting a dividend, 2.3% here. You are buying a recovery play. It's okay, fine. But you are buying here again a company that deals with, as you've seen, footwear, equipment, apparel. There are, of course, other companies in the same industry, much smaller, of course, that are just growing much, much faster than that. On being an example, On, Adidas, they are growing much faster than a Nike. Yes, I know On is much smaller, but again, you're getting growth rates here that Nike has not posted for God knows how long. Plus, you have Lululemon as well, but that's maybe another story for another day. But yeah, Nike has had a good quarter. Better than feared, I'd say. It's better than feared, and that's why the stock is also up. But it's still in recovery mode. It's still in recovery mode. But as long as the road to recovery is better than feared, I guess the stock will fare well. But we are far away from the same profitable Nike that we saw before. And as we've seen, the trailing PE is lower than the forward one. There is quite a good reason for that. Good meaning bad. We have more Meta news here. So Meta will start using chatbot conversation to target advertising. Interesting. CoreWeave, after the Meta deal, Stifel maintains hold, price target $120. So we're seeing here a 12% downside from the price we're at today. He sees the deal as a strategic win, but flags volatility near the Core Scientific deal and vote, because that acquisition is not done just yet. It's not done just yet. And I know we've talked about that before, whether it closes or not. Of course, if it closes, just makes CoreWeave more vertically integrated. If it doesn't, then they just go back to their initial deal. Margin-wise, it might not be the same. It will not be the same. Not might. It will not be the same. But it's not like suddenly, ooh, CoreWeave is a crappy company. I don't think so. Yeah, September was supposed to be a bad month, and October is usually maybe a good month. So maybe it's going to happen in reverse. Maybe not. I don't know. But we will definitely get some opportunities. We will definitely get some opportunities out there. LVMH is overvalued. LVMH is, let's see. I don't think it is overvalued right now. If you look at LVMH trading P23, forward P22, it's true that it also gets hit quite a lot, right? Issues in China. Chinese are quite a big lovers of luxury stuff. And I don't know if you can call it over. Yeah, I don't know. Traditionally, metrics, yes, because you're paying 22 times earnings for a company that doesn't grow, right? So it's expensive, but it's a high margin business still. And the luxury market will always be the luxury market. It will always stay alive. It will always grow. But if you want to get exposed to luxury, then there is just one best-in-class name out there, and that's Hermes. Hermes is better, but it is more expensive. But it is better, but more expensive. My thoughts on buying iron now or wait DCA. I started DCA. I also have exposure to Nebius, so don't mind. So you basically already answered the question. You basically already answered the question. I hold iron. Um, that's the thing. I've seen this under my Amazon video. Amazon was at $220 or so, and the comment was wait until 180. Someone already answered that comment and said, what if it never gets to 180? Because we don't know. So if you like the company at a certain price, pay the price. If it gets lower, the business stays the same, you get a better deal, you buy more. It's simple. If you don't like the company at a certain price, okay, then just don't buy it. Then say, if you don't like it here at $46, $47, think it's too much, you think you'd like it better 10, 15% discount, then okay. But if you already like it today, if you think that paying for a business here $12.7 billion for a business that could be worth way more than that in the future, it's worth paying for, then you can start right now, accumulate shares, and then yes, dollar cost average. But it is important to understand that when you buy something, you buy it because you're agreeing that this is the price that you're willing to pay. Right? Sometimes it is a premium. Yes, it's true. But if it drops, don't say, oh, shit, suddenly it's not a good company anymore. No, you agreed to buy it at a certain price because you like the business. Now it's at a discount. To go back to the Nike situation, you buy expensive Nike shoes, or maybe On, because those are expensive. You buy it. Black Friday comes. Suddenly you have 30% discount on the shoes. You don't like a discount on the same shoe? Of course you like it. So maybe you'll buy a second pair, or maybe you'll buy your partner a pair, or your kids, or whatever. It's that simple. I think was it Warren Buffett or Charlie Munger said that investors are the only ones that complain when they have when they get a discount on something. Adam, you're going to? I know you've been to China. Let's see. Isn't Shine going IPO soon? Maybe. I guess they will not go public until they really figure out what the heck's going on with the tariffs, right? The minimis. That's a very interesting term. Yeah, I will talk about the Meli in the coming days. I will talk about Meli in the coming days because the price action is very interesting. If you look at Mercado Libre, first of all, this is a very like a 6.5% drop for Meli. Let me see if I can find something. Probably not. Which means overreaction, maybe, or maybe someone knows something, or maybe it is the fears about the Argentinian economy. Maybe that is one of the reasons, but I don't see why yesterday the stock had to drop just like that. Revolut IPO next year, I don't think that's going to happen, or at least that's what I've heard, that they're not really looking to go public just yet. Let's see. Open. What's happening with Open Door? 6 down 2.8. Okay, still at $8. It's not like has still gone up quite significantly over the last couple of weeks, and now it's up to them to actually deliver. Deliver on their promises, not on the hopium BS numbers, but on actual improvements inside the company. Yeah, I mean the Revolut IPO could be very interesting. I will try to get someone from Revolut on the channel. but I'll have to work on that over the next couple of days, because I am a user. I've been a user for many years now, and it is becoming a super app. I would say it is becoming a super app. Um, I would rather invest in Revolut than PayPal. You don't know, right? You cannot say this without knowing the price of Revolut. Are you willing to pay $100 billion for Revolut? I don't think so. Um, Knowing what I know today, I'd still rather buy PayPal, because the risk reward just is insane. What's the impact of the shutdown? The impact of the shutdown on the stock market historically has been neutral. The shutdown can be reverted to normal once they agree on something later today, so that can turn around quite rapidly. Um, the impact on things in the United States is this. Let me show you. The impact on the United States is this. Some things are closed, some things are open, and some things are partially open closed. That's the impact on the US during a shutdown. So there you have it. There you have it. BMNR is up a little bit pre-market. Ethereum has been recovering as well. Isn't open risky and extremely volatile? Yes. Yes, it is. That's why we call it a gamble. That's why we call it a gamble. Any news from the local? I don't think so. I don't think, or at least that's not something I've seen. I always look at Duolingo instead of the local. But no, I don't think. No, it's up 0.4, so not much. It's up 0.4, so not much. Mm, mm, mm. Did you see the news about the Upstart delinquencies? The news changed. It is no longer okay. How is this possible? Because it's not news, it's data. So you're telling me that the data was so wrong that they had to go from 10% to 6.1, 6.2%? It's how does that make sense? Let me see if I can find something, because that's very strange. Or you're saying that because those were July, August numbers. Okay, I don't think you can get the September numbers anyways right now. No, I see it here. Wait. this is something else here. Okay. The original report published on September 28 mentioned August weighted average 30 plus delinquencies were exceeding 11.2% and above the 6 to 8% range that delinquencies have ranged at between October 22 to May 25. This has been corrected to reflect August weighted average 30 plus delinquencies across the trust increasing to 6.2%, up from 6.1% in July and 5.4% in June. The correction is only with the weighted average calculation. The individual trust data and chart lines are unchanged. So yeah, I'm sorry for questioning your comment, because I thought it was just ridiculous that you can be so wrong and not include correct data when you release these things. But no, apparently not. Apparently not. The shutdown is already in place. The shutdown is already in place. This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. Um, yeah, Pagaya also took a hit because of it. Pagaya was actually a good company, good find from Manuel as well. So yeah, this is it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. So what's the impact on? So SoFi is up 1.2% right now. Upstart is going to be up, yeah, okay, 10 almost. Probably going could be on the open. That's crazy. Like how is that even like this is crazy. So SoFi is up, Upstart is up, 4 doesn't move, so maybe less impacted by it. Chime doesn't move. Um, Dave's not moving that much either. But yeah, that correction is pure BS. Like, how can you release such a note? You know that that's going to crash certain stocks, and then oh, our note got so much attention. Actually, let's make sure that our data is actually correct and what we wrote makes sense. Yeah, okay. After you destroyed billions of dollars in in market value in certain names, bravo, bravo. Ah, n'importe quoi, as they say in French. Um, Data-driven investing on X. Yeah, yeah, Chris. What do you did you say something? I know he tweeted. I know he tweeted something about the Derek White situation and the options that he found. But is there something new? Let's see. Mm-mm-mm. So, if you're wondering why SoFi are green, ADP jobs report showed that employment fell in September. The employment market is cracking, further cementing the probability of higher cuts. Okay. No, but the reason is yes. The reason the reason is this. The reason is this. Okay. Anything else? Yeah. So the Derek White situation is still quite strange. Let's see what SoFi Insider has to say about it. Um, maybe SoFi releases press. I got the hour wrong. Bill Kennedy again, the new temporary CEO of Galileo. Okay. And some of you told me that SoFi has released something on their investor relations website to tell us when they report earnings. Correct? Correct. Okay. I'm answering my own questions. The view behind me is fake, by the way, obviously. You think I live in Gotham City in like a skyscraper in a skyscraper? No, not yet. Not yet. But no, I rather not live in a skyscraper. I rather live in a house with a nice little garden. Um, okay, so we've got Q3 Tuesday, October 28th, pre-market for SoFi. Tuesday, October 28th, pre-market. Might be the same day that PayPal report, because that's what happened 3 months ago. Just so you know. And after we open the market, I'll stay for another 2-3 minutes or so, but then I will have to. Go. But at least we will open the market together. So this is the SoFi news. We are going to get a reversal today. Maybe not that big, but still better than yesterday. That's for sure. Better than yesterday. That is for sure. So let me prepare all of it, and we are open, ladies and gentlemen. Ding, 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 ding. Markets are open right now. We are going to refresh the heat map before it takes too long, so we already get the full action here. Fortunately, that trick didn't work, but again, ding, 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 bing, bong, bong. We are open right now. we are, of course, getting still more red than green, although we do get some green. Although we do get some green. We have AST up 9 to 10%, Zeta up 5.5. I think they announced something. I think they announced something more recently. Then, look at this. Look at who we have right here.
Testing. Ding, 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 ding.
We have
Just came in and say hi, brother.
a tourist.
A tourist, yeah, just passing by.
He wanted to check if his CoreWeave are still printing money.
Is it still printing? This is not.
It's
I'm leaving.
it's down a little bit. It's down a little bit.
It's not burning. Okay, that's all that
No.
matters.
But surprisingly enough, Oscar is up 1%. Oscar is up, BMNR is up. Who's read the most? Reddit is read the most, 7.3 right now. Marvel 2%, Meta 1.9, Hood 1.8, Google 1.5, Nebius 1.3, and all the rest around 2.5% or so. PayPal still read 0.7%.
Well, the letter me know slacker alert. I'm sorry, guys, but Neil's the goat here. But I don't know Oscar's going to be going down because he just joined. I'm sorry, Josh.
It is now only up 0.5%. But
any crazy AI news, Neil, that I might have missed this morning? I haven't really seen anything.
Now we have a small IBM AMD news, but only for the MI300s, which was quite strange. Because it's not MI350s or anything like that. But okay, fine. I guess it's better than nothing.
Yeah, that was confusing, right? I hope, did AMD post a press release or was it just IBM? I'm hoping IBM is just making a mistake because I wouldn't get why they wouldn't just get the MI350s unless
I've just seen someone post it on like the usual news accounts on X. No, but the last thing I see from AMD is the Cohere deal from last week. But that's about it. So maybe it's not such a big deal, and just the accounts wanted to just post something about IBM and AMD.
No, because I think I actually did see it today also coming out in like news. Let me just see AMD's investors relations website. There you said, yeah, nothing. No.
Not even seeing
your baby Iron has been getting a nice amount of price upgrades. I thought yesterday we saw like something up to like in the 70s or something like that.
Yeah, 70s
or 60s. I forget.
Yeah. No. I mean, especially after yesterday, another Meta CoreWeave deal. It's always nice. Always nice to see the traction there, but some pullbacks, of course, are needed across the board for a lot of these players. But yeah, we are seeing a little bit more of a balanced list here. Red to green or green to red on some of these names. You've probably seen the Samsung SK Hynix deal for the OpenAI Stargate projects.
I'm a little bit confused of what they're gonna do there. It's just it seems like they're gonna help increase the capacity of DRAM. Yeah, DRAM. So obviously, most likely HBM, right? But
it's interesting these are the two big competitors also, and you're not getting the American player.
It is, yeah, very unique there. I guess it was I guess eventually maybe we might see a Stargate UK. I mean, not a Stargate UK, a Stargate South Korea. And this might be like it's like I guess if you do a Stargate in Taiwan, the only player that really matters there is TSM. So I'm guessing when kind of dealing in this part, the only real players that matter here are kind of the memory companies. But I wonder if like some partnership like this, OpenAI goes, look, you have to tell NVIDIA or AMD that the HBM that you're shipping right now has to come back to me as a fully AI chip. I thought that was interesting. I don't know if you saw Meta with that announcement. But yeah. So yeah, I was just coming in, say the ding, 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 dong before coming in. but hopefully I can join in tomorrow. Been pretty busy.
Yeah, no, no problem. Tomorrow, I think I will only be able to join for the close. So if you want, we can do the close tomorrow. Um, but yeah, we will have some things to talk about. We'll have some things to talk about for sure. But unfortunately, I will have to leave right now. So thank you all for joining. Thank you for joining. Thank you
It was
to
a
the
good hour with
co-host.
you guys. Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. It went so
Um,
fast. I could barely remember it.
exactly, exactly. But yeah, we will see each other. We'll see each other tomorrow. We'll see each other tomorrow. All right, folks. Have a